thought streams, forgiving the emotion of others. As you experience more life, as you grow, you start becoming aware that not everyone has learned how to process their emotions or emotionally regulate themselves. Emotional intelligence. A lot of people say and do a lot of things from emotional reactions, from impulses. It's a mechanical action that they were conditioned to express, either through words, behavior, or doing. Forgiveness is the ultimate tool you're going to have for this understanding and for the people around you. That's why they say love is transformational, because it takes acts of love to show another that a different feeling exists that supersedes all negative emotions. But it takes lived experience, wisdom, and maturity to develop that feeling. So next time that you feel that someone that you deal with isn't being themselves, it's because they are processing negative emotion. And the sad part is, if you are their safe place, you are where they go dump the negative emotions being projected onto them. Now, forgiveness does not mean that you are a punching bag. Forgiveness does not mean that you allow all the people's negative intentions, actions, and expressions in your life. What it means is that you can develop healthy boundaries with who you let in, who you give access to. You love unconditionally, but your presence is conditional, based on people's emotional intelligence. Now, if I know that people are reacting from a place that they don't have any understanding, then my freedom is to not take it personal, because I understand that this person has not developed self-control and the ability to reflect and process their emotions, to make better choices, better decisions, and manifest different outcomes. You don't close the door, you leave it open, but you don't let them enter until they have discovered how to be conscious in your presence. Because time is the most valuable thing that we have, the ultimate currency. And it's like a fire. The more wood you throw into a fire, the bigger the fire grows. Meaning, the more attention I give to negative emotions in others, the more it grows. I have to ask myself, who do I want to be in people's lives? Do I want to be the person that validates these negative emotions? To be okay with people not learning how to process them? Do I want to enable a negative lifestyle in others? Or do I want to be the reference point? But to be that, it's a responsibility within itself. And it has to be done the right way. Not the way that you want, not the way that feeds your emotions, not the way that most people would think, right? Because sometimes We think because we're rescuing and saving someone, we're doing them a favor. Sometimes we're not. Therefore, it's important that we develop our discernment of always forgiving, but then choosing how much attention we give those that we forgive. And of course, there's just certain things where sometimes you have to let people go because their actual opportunity to grow is in you letting them go. Sometimes it's selfish, you saying because you love someone, you're holding on. Sometimes it's just someone's lesson. And if life is a game, forgiveness is the greatest tool because in there lies your freedom not to attach your emotions to anyone that doesn't have emotional intelligence, that does not have their inner world in order. People have to do the inner work. And when you pay attention, you'll know who does and you'll know who doesn't. But life is about service, and it's imperative that we all unlock our gifts and how to serve all streams.